Alright, we are live. Ooh, this does not fit into full frame. What we're looking at here is a Zenith TV. So, flat screen television here. I'm gonna unplug for a second, and I need to grab my comment monitor too. Forgot. Just briefly show you guys the side of it, because it is a relatively thick flat screen. Especially when compared to the likes of our more modern Vizio flat screen. You can see much thinner than this thing here, but this was free at the neighbor's house when I was walking to work this morning, so I asked my parents if they would pick it up. You guys remember the backflip video that I did years ago with some friends? I think he was in it. Brandon, yeah, that's his name. I'm trying to think of his name. I think Brandon was in it. He was one of the Spanish people, somewhat tall Spanish person. So, yeah. This is from them. From there. Let me just plug in the juice cord. And I need to get the comment monitor. I completely forgot. Let's see. I'm back. Has anybody tuned in yet? Not yet. Yeah, it's late. Don't blame them. Some people want to go to bed. I vacuumed it off, but I haven't, really completely dusted or cleaned it off. This is next. Got comment monitor loading up. Yeah, what battery are you? Yeah. Oh, you're full. Okay. So I'm just gonna try running you and let your battery get some exercise today. My old phone. Now, from stream a little while ago, noticed when I hop on, start watching, because I'm watching comments, it seems like it shows one watching, and so sometimes I'm the one watching, which wasn't the case with the stream that I did earlier, unboxing stuff. There was a legit person watching, but YouTube, my channel. There we are live. So we go tap on this stream right here. Make sure our volume's 0. Live chat. Nobody watching. Notifications coming in. Yeah, nobody watching on there either, so it must not be proportional to this. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. Comment monitor's up and running. We'll put you right down there. I'm going to start by giving this a brief cleaning with some good old USA. Oh, one watching. And this now says one watching. Oh, this is a perfect test. We just got an update on my phone. So, this is basically, I'm now not watching on my phone. So, we're just going to wait a minute. Wow. Focusing. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like this, okay? And I'm going to start washing off the TV. Now, I don't know if spraying on the TV directly is advised or not. Because I remember some of my friends. And, oh, I think it was free because they got a new battery. And my dad said when they plugged it in and it didn't turn on earlier when they got it back. My stepdad said that he thinks it was just, oh, what's the word? It looks like it's not full HD. It's like 720p just because the way the letters looked on the screen and stuff. We'll find out in a bit. I'm gonna get the dust off here. So, yeah. I've been yelling for a bit, and there is still one watching. So, that means it's not my phone thing. Which, if they could comment, we'd have that solved too. But if it's who I think it is, well, hi. Your initials S. I'll say that much. We've talked on Facebook, so maybe it's you. I'm gonna also pan you guys down to look at that dusty base. But so, like I was saying about maybe not spraying directly on the TV, is so I was over at my friend's house a long time ago. That sigh was because some of my friends have kind of sort of left the church, and they're from this group that I'm talking about, and they're now not people that you really want to hang around. At least I don't, because they're bad influence. Anyways, I was over at their house, and we were doing some cleaning and stuff, and one of my friends, I don't know that age really matters, but she was less than 10, like maybe 7 or something, or 8. But she sprayed some cleaner directly on the TV to do cleaning, and then her mom kind of got angry a little bit and said, don't do it that way, because that's how we broke the other TV. So apparently what had happened before is they had sprayed cleaner on a TV to clean it, but spraying it on the TV got it into the wrong places and ruined it. We're talking like a CRT. This is old enough that flat screens weren't a big, huge thing back then. But yeah, so I don't know that it's going to have any effects. There's lots of dusty particles. I think it's from this towel. I'm not sure. I'm not super worried about it being perfect, though. I just literally want to get all of the yucky dust off to watching. Hi. Now I'm curious if the second one's me, but I'm not going to check, because I'm pretty sure we determined that it's not. I could Google it, too. I'm sure there's an answer out there, which I probably will. The top up here is pretty dusty. Grimy. Could be worse though. Like my mom thinks that they maybe stored it in the shed or something. Also because of some of the actual like cobwebs that were hanging off of it, which I think maybe it was outside for a while, but I'm more inclined to think it was just inside of their house. Maybe cobwebs got there that way from it being off in one corner. Because I've never been inside of their house, but the outside looks a little bit grungy. There's a little bit of junk around. The yard's not like super nice, and I've seen inside the front door as I've walked by. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I don't know. It just kind of doesn't look super great. But every time I've seen them, they're usually well groomed and they look nice. So So I'm thinking there's a possibility that this could have gotten some cobwebs inside of the house. Maybe they put it off into a corner until they finally got rid of it. Or I could even imagine a TV sitting in a corner getting cobwebs because of the environment it's in, but you still actively use it. Well, yeah, I don't think that maybe a little bit of sound from TV speakers is going to bother an 8-legged creepy spider. There is also, let me take you and show you guys quickly. Proof it's not me, because now we're back to one watching, and my phone is still showing the stream there for comment monitoring. You guys see that white spot down there? Like toothpaste or something. I don't know. Just gonna bring you guys around back temporarily. while we take a look at that white spot, which I'm just going to come on, give a good spritzing of Advantage Cleaner on the spot and let it soak a bit. And we got sure a lot of grooves and crevices on the back here to build dust and dirt, and there's some of the grime. So it's really not too bad. I've seen worse watching 8-Bit Guy clean off some of the old computers and stuff that he gets. This is just like some everyday dust. And it could have been worse when my parents brought it back. Maybe they did like a very light dusting or something. I don't know. But hey. But it definitely has very thick bezel. I can see screws on it. So it seems like a well-built TV. Especially for being a Zenith TV. I don't think Zenith is owned by the original company anymore. They're probably like rebrand, it's a name, keep it running sort of a thing. Like, I'm actually tempted to buy this and test it out. Might have mentioned this before once, maybe, I don't know. But I was at Shopko, and I saw a speaker by Magnavox, yes, the makers of the beloved Odyssey that I'd played on here, which I'm pretty sure at this point isn't actually the original Magnavox. It's just some company using the name, because why not? And the speaker, it's a Bluetooth speaker. It looks very similar to my UE Boom Bluetooth speaker. Like, so much so that you can say, hey, Magnavox, you stole our company. Our design. But, ooh. Yeah, that was like toothpaste or something. Just came right off. Almost done with the wipe down. And then we can plug it in and see for ourselves the picture. Put you guys back center. I'm not super low, but I know I'll get low because of the long time it's going to take. I'm at 44% right now. Plug in, juice up, get one more little crevice back down in here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call that good enough. If we spot more dust along the way, take care of it. I'm going to quickly rinse this off. There we go. Woo. Okay. So, this rag has been given a light rinsing, mostly for the toothpaste stuff. Right out. And run out and put it over there. So, got a power supply here. It uses standard computer power supply, so plug that in there. We need to grab an extended cord. Be right back, really fast. Okay. All right, plugging in power. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Power's plugged in. I hear stuff clicking on and warming up. We have a red indication light in the bottom there. That's nice. Let's get you guys back as far as we can, so you can see as much of it as we can. Okay. And then I believe the buttons, I don't have a remote for this, but I've got a universal remote I can use if needed. But, oh, down here, yeah. There was, on the bottom here, a whole slew of buttons and stuff. Ooh, it says on the front, so we got power. Ooh, input, menu, enter, volume up, down, channel. I like this. It has buttons on the TV so that you can work it. No well, maybe some issues. You might not, there might be some things you won't, wow. There might be some things you won't be able to do. It could be 720p. I don't know. You guys cannot see anything. Oh, just tapping there made it brighter. Well. Let me try something really quickly. Let us do this. How's that look? Can you guys read it? Nope. Yeah, okay. Let us also do this. And that. Is let the only light source in the room. Wow. YouTube ad. Oh, you saw it for a second there. Whoa, it's weird how every time it jumps, it's leaving a pattern. Whoa. So, you guys, every once in a while, you see those black spotty things? That's being left over in the image. It almost looks like burn-in, because I can see it too. Hold on, I am going to turn the TV off and turn it on again. Ooh, wrong button. This button. Turn it off. Whoa. I see some visible glow where those icons were. You guys probably can't see it. I'm also seeing a visible glow of the menu, like somebody turned it to the TV menu and left it on for hours. Fire it back up. Yeah. Burn-in. So, this is probably why they got rid of it. Now, you guys can't really... You see it when it jumps, when it goes dark, but... So let's pump some light into this situation here. Boom. Turn on all the lights in the room, get it nice and powerful. Uh-huh. Yeah, I can't. I'm even tapping on the white spot to focus, but it's not. Share, enable flash, mute microphone, filter. I don't think filters will actually help. No. Well, wow. I don't know. It was when it disappeared. It's not haunt. Oh, whoa. That actually makes it show up somewhat. Sort of. You guys can kind of see that it says no signal. What if we sketch it out? Wow, that's not helping. Sepia 8mm film. Haha. Digital Dream. Oh, let's go back to normal, please. Anyways, yeah, so let's actually get something put up onto it. And I have just the thing. Because another thing to keep in mind too with this is burn-in can affect things. Ooh, I'm gonna have a minute. So burn-in can affect things, but I mean, like you're gonna notice it less, depending on how bad it is when you got other things going on. When you've got actual picture on there, which the thing I'm going to put on is the Odyssey 2. I suspect that with this type of a signal, we'll see more of the burn-in. You'll also see it on darker images too. Okay, let's do that. What do we want to put up here as test? I need to put up a game that I know. Okay, that's been booted up. Now we need to find the right channels. We have Pokies. Having this low doesn't help because I can't really see. First of all, volume's at 10. That's pretty low. Let's try. What? Function. Oh, I get why. Input. TV. One.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Does it have a built-in antenna?
And the smart.
I did not send it to him. But
Nope.
whenever I see his
Yeah,
picture,
no.
yeah, I'll take a selfie with him.
No.
That's nice. Yeah, you guys look good together. Now the film's getting
Copyright. Copyright.
a lot of Oscar buzz. This year's ceremony is in flux. Who would you like to see hosted?
Oh, I think Oprah would be an amazing host for the
Shut.
Oscars.
Oprah would be fantastic.
I mean,
Because it'd be like, it's like, you get a car, you get a car. It'd be like, you get an Oscar, you get an Oscar.
okay. Please tell me, don't copyright me. Don't copyright strike me, okay? Input. Why are you not changing input? Oh, plus and minus works here. So, I'm changing input so we don't get copyright strike for anything. Will I do menu, time, channel. Oops, that doesn't do. What would enter be? Input button maybe? Nope. That's power. What good's a remote or a menu button if I can't use it? So I bet. Whoops, wrong button. Nope. I don't know. Okay. Nope. Oh, enter. I see. Hi. Oops. How did it? I'm still wondering how maybe the cable to my Odyssey 2 accident. What I really want to do is tilt the TV back because it looks like it might do it on this base. But then I'm not sure because it's also big and huge, and that could be dangerous. Oops. Whoops. What did I do? Menu. Menu, please. Enter. Oh, wrong button. Menu. Enter. Why is manual tuning grayed out? Enter. Enter. Well, let's go for... Oh, wrong button. What did I do? Menu. Enter. 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 Seriously, where is it finding all of these channels? I mean, also, I can kind of sort of see the pixels from here up close. So, I mean, if I scooch back onto the couch, it's okay. And also, this is still really close. It would be farther away as a TV. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not as quality as our new TV. But it was free. And this is just the point where I kind of sort of decide... Do I want to keep it or not? It's going through regular TV channels now. I wonder what CAD TV is. Oof, scan lines. Yep. Their signals are out of sync. And in this case, I can't do anything about it. I'm going to check really quickly using my old phone. CAD TV. The process for obtaining channels is fairly simple. This is normally accomplished by completing a channel scan. An important thing to note is that the channel structure of an LG television is broken down into 4 parts. DTV, TV, CAD TV, and CAT TV. CATV, word origin, Community Antenna Television. Cable television system that receives network broadcasts by antenna and relays them by cable to paying subscribers in areas where direct reception is either poor or not possible. What does CADTV stand for? So here's our CAD TV abbreviation coming up here. cable digital television. Don't know why they need the A. Wouldn't that just be CD TV? I don't know. While it's going, I'm also gonna see if I can find, and I'm also gonna turn off my Odyssey 2. Save it juice. Wait, what? Did I do a thing? I did a thing, didn't I? Or it just turned off. That's weird. Let's fire you back on. I think bumping it, I don't know, maybe I wiggled the cable or something, but... Whoa. Oh no. What's his face? .2. No, not 7.1. Not 2.2, not 2.1. Oh, wait. 3.0. Watch this. Let's get our speakies up here. Lost volume. One more. Nope. Okay. And bam! Woo! That actually looks pretty good. Now, can I show you guys up here? If you get up there, see how it looks a little bit of, like the viewing angles aren't great. You can see a bit of a reflection in the back, but that looks great. Now, you see how big the actual signal is? And that can be done by pushing number 1 on the alphanumeric keyboard, sorry. Woo! We have filled the picture here with wonderful Odyssey 2 goodness. Let's just see how fast it... Oh, right. Well, I was going to say see how fast it takes us to die, but it's not like a thing where we're factoring in how many of the whatever ships are called that shoot at you, because this one's just going to keep going. So we literally have 915 seconds and counting down there in the bottom corner, so it works. It looks good, for this at least. Let's try and put something else onto it. Now, ooh, this is a perfect time, because there's something that I'm curious about here. Get a few more of these yummy mints. So, Chromecast. Now, I'm going to try and power it off of the TV. It has a USB port for service only, so it is not for playing stuff through it, is what I'm gathering. Because like our modern TV, it's a bit complicated, but like I can put a flash drive in, put up photos, push a button, make it go full screen on video. So let's go ahead and power down the Odyssey 2. Don't like that it plays the static, because static is noisy and annoying. Where's the input? Input. Nope. Input. No, I don't want to change the Input. Thank you. Enter. And, oh, yes, we have power down. What's that for? I'm gonna have to look that up because now I'm curious. Like, I'm not seeing any burn in right now, which means maybe it's just temporary effect that happens. But first of all, there's a bright Google logo. Can I get that to be less bright? Probably only by turning down the TV screen. Okay, so got a picture. Not bad picture. I mean, especially, I don't know when this came out, but considering this could have been 10 years old, I mean, we're looking relatively good here. I am going to go on the other side of the couch. I'm going to step all the way back to the wall. That looks good to me. I mean, it's maybe not like super crispy like our new TV is. Should also check size too. But first of all, I was going to look up, we can find out specifications for this bad boy. And hope that it doesn't power off on us like it just did. Okay, so we're going to well, first of all, come down here, turn it on again. Let me see if I can find the model number. Oh. It is a Zenith Z5 OP G10. So we got manuals for it. It is a plasma TV. That might explain some of the weird artifacting and stuff that we're seeing. I don't know how good plasma is supposed to look. Plasma TV. This is... I'm on CNET.com right now. Technology, plasma, PDP. Progressive scanning, or line doubling. It's a widescreen TV. Brand is Zenith, product line is Zenith. Power consumption 0.7 watts. I guess that's good. Diagonal class, 50-inch diagonal classes. So it's a 50-inch TV. I think ours up there is a 42-inch TV. 16:9 aspect ratio. You know, I wonder if it's powering off because of the USB port. So, Chromecast doesn't get plugged into the side of the TV. Instead, I need to go grab a USB brick now. Actually, you know what? I don't need to go grab one because I'm just going to unplug my phone temporarily, which will give it a chance to kind of sort of get a little bit cooler than it's been being plugged in. We're at 58. We're good. So we're going to take this, plug you into there. Plug Chromecast to the USB, which I don't like, because then Chromecast is always juiced on when your TV's not. I prefer to have it plugged into the TV, which we do on our modern TV that we use it on. Let's juice it up. Well, actually, I don't know that for certain, because it could also be, well, I mean, obviously this is going to be drawing some power always plugged into the wall, but I'm wondering if, could it also be, I'm wondering, could it also be like detecting when it needs to fully boot up or not based on power from the HDMI? Because you can do that with HDMI. It's a Energy Star certified, 170 watts. Doesn't say. Interesting. LG's least expensive OLED is the best high-end TV value. Okay. I'm looking for resolution though. Like it says aspect ratio, but it doesn't say resolution. So far it seems like we're fine, and also the amount of time that it stayed on. Hold on a second. Plasma versus OLED. Plasma screens don't have that level of precision. So blacks aren't as black. True. Blacks aren't as black on a plasma screen as they are on an OLED screen. Plasma screens are heavier than OLED because they are covered in glass, also making them more susceptible to breaking. OLEDs use a thinner protection that makes them a bit more flexible. Cool. Plasma versus LCD. Plasma TVs are not as bright as most LCD TVs. Plasma TVs perform better in a dimly lit or darkened room. Screen surface is more reflective than most LCD TVs. Plasma TVs generate more heat and use more energy than LCD TVs due to the needed light of phosphors to create the images. I'm going to read a little more of this one because we know LED is like king here. Although there are some like IPS LCD displays that I've heard are pretty good in phones. Outward appearances are definitely deceiving when it comes to LCD and plasma TVs. This is LifeWire, by the way, credit to them. Plasma and LCD TVs are flat and thin, and may also incorporate many of the same features. Both types can be wall mounted and may offer the internal and local network streaming. Both offer up the same types of physical connectivity options, and of course, both allow you to watch TV programs, movies, and other content in a variety of screen sizes and resolutions. However, they produce and display those images in actually quite however, they produce and display those images is actually quite different. They forgot to say the way. See, they literally just have focus. Dude, focus. Yeah, see, however, it's not, sorry, however, it's how they produce. Okay, they did it right. I know once I actually did see a bug in an article, but this time, good job, LifeWire. It's me. So, plasma TV technology is based loosely on the fluorescent light bulb. The display itself consists of cells. Within each cell, two glass panels are separated by a narrow gap that includes an insulating layer, address electrode, and display electrode in which neon xenon gas is injected and sealed in plasma form during the manufacturing process. When a plasma TV is in use, the gas is electronically charged at specific intervals. Blue phosphors. Due to the way a plasma TV works, it can be made very thin. However, even though need for the bulky picture tube and electron beam scanning of those older CRT TVs is no longer required, plasma TVs still employ the burning phosphors to generate an image. As a result, plasma TVs still suffer from some of the drawbacks of traditional CRT TVs, such as heat generation and possible screen burn-in of static images. Thanks, Google. She changed the picture already. LCD TVs use a different technology than plasmas to display an image. LCD panels are made of two layers of transparent material which are polarized and are glued, quote-unquote, together. One of the layers is coated with a special polymer that holds the individual liquid crystals. Current is then passed through the individual crystals, which allow the crystals to pass or block light to create images. LCD crystals do not produce their own light, so an external light source such as a fluorescent CFL or HCFL or LEDs are needed for the image created by the LCD to become visible to the viewer. Since 2014, almost all LCD TVs employ LED backlights. Since LCD crystals do not produce their own light, LCD TVs are referred to as transmissive displays. This reminds me once when I was taking apart a clock, and the clock didn't work this way. It was a 7-segment display, possibly using LEDs, but not. But my friend was like, and there's supposed to be crystals behind the display, which, yes, liquid crystals, but not kind of crystals that you'll see. Not like the gems and jewels you see in the mountain. He was also like 8 or something at the time, I think. So LCD TVs are referred to as transmissive displays. Unlike a plasma TV, since there are no phosphors that light up, less power is needed for operation, and the light source in an LCD TV generates less heat than a plasma TV. Also, because of the nature of LCD technology, there is no radiation emitted from the screen itself. So, advantages of plasma over LCD: better contrast ratio and ability to display deeper blacks. So, we've got plasma is better than LCD. Better color accuracy and saturation. That's good, especially since I'm thinking about editing on this thing, possibly. The other thing that makes me worry about too is, let me take you guys down and see if you guys can see here. Nobody's watching, but I don't care. Telecom. That's not a website, actually, don't go there. Maybe it is, I don't know. But, see how it's not super sharp down there, and it looks pretty pixelated as far as text goes. Whoops, almost dropped my phone. Overall editing experience could be good, although I'm not sure. We definitely solved the power off problem, which I don't know if that's too much powered off from the USB port, or if it's like, oh, USB is drawing power, it means updates are happening. No more. Which also I could plug this in and see what updates. So what else? Better motion tracking. Little or no motion lag in fast-moving images due to the use of subfield drive technology. Wider side-to-side viewing angle. Cool. Now, the disadvantages section is more chunky. Disadvantages of plasma versus LCD. Plasma TVs are not as bright as most LCDs. Plasma TVs perform better in a dimly lit or darkened room. They mentioned that earlier. Almost dropped my old phone. Getting a chill running up my body now from that. Screen surface is more reflective than most LCD TVs. More susceptible to glare. Screen surface reflects ambient light sources. Plasma TVs are more susceptible to burn-in of static images. However, this problem has diminished greatly in recent years as a result of the incorporating pixel orbiting and related technologies. Plasma TVs generate more heat and use more energy than LCD TVs due to the needed light of the photophosphors. Now I'm curious. Oh wait, whoops, there's a little bit more. I want to go back to that because it looks like there's a little more to this interesting article. Because there was like a little, is your inbox full, like subscribing to LifeWire section? Whoops. Okay. Oh, it's just being slow at loading. Yep, it's loading an ad. Okay, so. Oh, here we go. So, we're not quite done. So, yeah, so also more disadvantages. Does not perform as well at higher altitudes. Okay, makes sense. Potentially, and this is again for the plasma. Potentially shorter display lifespan. This used to be the case. Early plasmas had 30,000 hours, or 8 hours of viewing a day for 9 years. which was less than LCD. However, screen lifespan has now improved, and 60,000 hour lifespan rating is now common, with some sets rated as high as 1,000 hours due to technology improvements. Now, advantages of LCD over plasma TV. No burn-in of static images. Cooler running temperature. No high altitude issues. Increased image brightness over plasma, which makes LCD TVs better for viewing in brightly lit rooms. Screen surface on most LCD TVs is less reflective than plasma TV screen surfaces, making it less susceptible to screen glare. Lighter weight when comparing the same screen sizes than plasma counterparts. Longer display life, but the gap has narrowed. For 3D with LCD, you have a choice between units that active for 3D with LCD TV, you have a choice between units that use active shutter and passive glasses, whereas 3D plasma TVs only utilize the active shutter glasses system. Disadvantages: lower real contrast ratio for LCD, not as good at tracking motion, fast moving objects may exhibit lag artifacts. However, this is improving with the recent implementation of 120 Hz screen refresh rates and 240 Hz processing in most LCDs. Narrower, effective side-to-side viewing. I'm done, but there was one thing I wanted to look at. It was pixel orbiting. So, there's a super user question. I think we'll answer our question. But I noticed a strange issue with my new Philips Brilliance 20 monitor, blah blah blah. More or less every 5 minutes the image moves 2 pixels vertically or horizontally. The problem is that when the image moves, the border in that direction is cut off by 2 pixels. Here's some pictures taken, obviously with a smartphone, since screenshot from the OS wouldn't show the issue. Lower border normal, lower border cut. Note the incomplete classic shell start button. Right, yep, they're showing cut. I see it. It's not by a lot. Switching the monitor off and on again solves temporarily the problem. There is no adjust picture or similar option in the menu. The monitor is set to resolution. Are you sure it's not a built-in screensaver mechanism? My TV does exactly that if it detects a still image running for a long time. I just witnessed it just after scrolling the web page, so it's not a screensaver feature. Your idea made sense though. I just checked my TV manual and apparently it's a setting deep in the menus. On or off is not. It's not a smart saver. It just does it all the time. If the switch is on, you just don't notice it most of the time. I just looked at the manual, page 8, pixel orbiting. It's a feature, not a bug. So, okay, so that's what pixel orbiting is. That's what I expected it is. Let's do one final thing here, and then we're done. Boom. Power you on. Open up YouTube on my old phone. Dude, check this out. We're going to do a thing. We are now going to be casting to Roger's new Chromecast. Let it load. Let it load. Let it load. Come on. We're going to do a thing. Yeah. We are now going to be casting to Roger's new Chromecast. Let it load. Let it load. Let it load. Come on. Yeah, we got the lag. So watch. TV, inside of TV, inside of TV. Let it go one more time, and then I'll put up something else. Give you guys. Ooh. So watch. TV, Okay, so let it go one more time, and then I'll. Good enough. So here's what we're gonna do. I am going to. I'm going to pull up Airborne Death really quickly. Give you guys a sample of that, and then I'll go. I got far in. Start from the beginning.
Want you to rest assured that this is top priority, and they won't rest until research teams have found a.
That's not the beginning. Beginning of the movie, please. Also, volume.
It is even causing TV, radio, cellular, and other communication towers and lines to fail. Strangely enough, power equipment is being untouched. With no word as yet to where it came from, the president and other government officials want you to rest assured that this is top priority, and they won't rest until research teams have found a.
They're okay speakers.
I hope they're okay. And if I use what's the people in the accent?
It's also a bit grainy, but that's
okay. Amen.
because Chromecast is like network issues, having problems playing stuff, is why there's going to be some fuzziness to it too, but it could also be the display.
Lily, we have left for cruise to Alaska.
Could you hear them do what your brother says?
Love, Mom and Dad.
Anyways,
You must have left the TV on.
boom. Let's pause that. Yeah, I know this isn't like the best test, so what we're gonna do, final thing, is this. Turn you off. Quickly put our Chromecast back onto our main TV, as it should be. Not worrying about speakers because our main TV is hooked up to a really good what's the word? Yeah, it's hooked up to really good speaker system right now. I mean, if you guys really want to know difference test, I'll break out my microphone and do a test at some point when I get time. But bring you guys in about the same closeness, so that hopefully we get to show off a little bit of the better picture quality of this new TV. This will be a little comparison for me too. It's not side by side, but I mean, already that looks better. Cast up Airborne Death, my movie that I know so well because I've stared at its pixels on my screen and done lots of editing and coloring and fun stuff. So, it looks better. My film's got a little bit of fuzziness. The Chromecast probably plays it with a little bit of fuzziness too. Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like down below. If you're new here, check out my other stuff on the channel. This is a variety channel, so I do a lot of different things, not just stuff like this. This isn't the main thing that I do. And then when you're done checking out the other stuff, consider subscribing if you like it. See you guys in whatever's next.